Thanks, Gino. Thanks, Gino. I appreciate the introduction. So today I'm going to ride the pattern for the amateur and the select level 1. That will be our first pattern that we work with. Today I have Harley Huff helping me out today, and this horse was literally borrowed for her, and she's ridden it for about 15 minutes. So we are definitely winging this a little bit, so please bear with us if stuff doesn't go exactly perfect. Like you've heard on other Ride the Patterns, this pattern starts at the gate. We want you to have at least your head kind of through the gate, and then there'll be an orange flag that flags you into the arena. This class takes place in the performance arena, so just over there in barn 6. Are you ready, Harley? Okay. So the first maneuver is from the gate, walk into the arena, and posting trot right diagonal up to the center line. In this arena, we're using the orange cone and this green tape on this side that you can't really see as our center line. You want to show a really nice forward walk. At center, she'll change to the left diagonal and perform 2 square corners. Slightly before center, she's going to break to the walk and exhibit a flat-footed walk. You want to show your horse's walk. Definitely, I would tell my riders to get 5 or 6 steps in at least. Now she's going to canter on the right lead and perform an arc around the bottom of the arena. She'll find her diagonal line that crosses through the center. Once your horse is clearly through center, perform a lead change, either flying or simple. Move up into the hand gallop. She will hand gallop around the end and down the line. At center, she will collect her canter, perform a sitting trot, halt and back. The pattern is complete. I've been instructed by AQHA and Patty Carter's group to tell you guys that you will exit, walk to the corner or trot to the corner and wait for the next exhibitor to perform their pattern and then leave the arena, or at least start their pattern. Not, let them get clearly started so we can keep the class rolling. Don't cut the next exhibitor off as you exit the arena. Do you all need to see that line again? Do you want her to ride that again, or is everybody good with level 1, or do we have questions on level 1? Okay, we can show you again, no problem. So walk in. Right diagonal to center. Perform 2 square corners on the left diagonal. Slightly before center, walk. At center, pick up your right lead, canter an arc that goes around the bottom of the arena, and find a diagonal line that crosses the center. Good. After you do your lead change, then move up into your hand gallop, show an arc around the end of the arena and down the side wall. Collect your canter and then perform a sitting trot. Good. Exit the arena at a walk or a trot. The other thing that I've been told on this pattern is, it's you use your arena and throw out the lines that you exhibit to your horse the best, but we have been told not to take your arcs to the rail. Don't let the rail determine the size of your arc. Stay off the rail. Any other questions or concerns with this pattern? I think Harley could have showed us a touch more walk at the beginning, a few more steps possibly, but she's learned 3 patterns for me today in about 10 minutes, so I think everything's kind of blending together a little bit for her as well. So let me know if you have any questions, or we'll move on to the next pattern. Yes. At the first walk? Okay, her question was how far to walk on the first walk, if she's using like a third of the arena. By looking at the diagram, I feel like you're walking just shy of halfway to center, in my opinion. So I think Harley could have showed us maybe 3 or 4 more walk steps, a little bit, in my opinion, but definitely, talk with your coaches and your trainers and kind of get a plan that works well for your horse as well. So, perfect. Yep, no problem. Great question. The next pattern that we're going to do is select prelims. I'm going to let Harley kind of get this in her head a little bit. The one thing I recommend that you all go spend some time in the arena that you're going to show your equitation in, whether it be the Noric or the performance arena, and really see the marks on the walls and learn the lines. I know the double orange line is definitely center in every arena, but besides that, the signs and the other stripes don't match arena per arena exactly. So really learn and be comfortable with where you want to place your lines. Okay, Harley's good to go. This one, from the gate, walk into the arena and walk 1/3 of the line, and then sit trot 1/3, and then left diagonal for 1/3. Good, now left diagonal for 1/3. She'll now pick up her right lead canter, and she's going to perform an arc that comes around and it completes slightly above center. Good, about here she can break down to the right diagonal, posting trot to the top of this arc, and then pick up her left lead. Try to make your arcs match and your ovals match and be even as much as you can. Come through the center and perform a lead change at the walk. Horse got a little dribbly, showed me a jog step in there, but not horrible. Again, this is not Harley's horse, and she's just learning him. Good, perform the right lead. Stop, back, and exit at the walk or trot. This one will be in the gym Noric, so there'll be 2 side gates. You will go down the left side and then exit up also to your left, but it'd be the opposite side that you went down on. Is there any questions? Yeah. So that was the question I had as well for Patty Carter's group, and they told me to clearly show the walk.
Please repeat the question.
Okay, I'm sorry. Her question was how many walk steps to show on your lead change through the center. So I was told to clearly show the walk. Make sure you guys break down and show several walk steps, not just a half step and lope right back off. Sure.
On the pattern, it has the X slightly below that.
Yes. You are on top of center. Yes. Sometimes, every once in a while, when patterns are drawn, you know, we question if a line was meant to go through center, but the computer just didn't take it this way or that way. This pattern is meant for that line where you do your simple lead change through the walk to be above center. So in this arena, center is the Jumbotron. I would tell people to stay out of the Jumbotron, you know, or at least at the top corner, or top edge of the Jumbotron, to clearly show that you are not going through the center. Great questions, thank you. Anybody else? Again, I felt like Harley maybe showed me a little less walk than I wanted to see, but I would like her to be a little more even and on her thirds. But otherwise, I thought she did a great job. Do you want to see her ride this pattern again? I have another question. Go ahead.
So you're saying you're not going to go through the center when you make your lead change, or you are?
You are not. So her question, are you going through the center for the lead change, or are you not? You are not. Clearly, the X is center, so the X is the Jumbotron in this arena. Let's stay to the top, at least the top portion of the Jumbotron, stay off the double orange line coming back through that center. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yep. Correct. So her question was on your loop. The pattern shows the right lead loop clearly above center, and then when you come back across on your left lead loop, are you on the same line or slightly off? I think you're pretty close to the same line, but you might be slightly off.
Let them know it has to be drawn. We can't draw the lines on top of each other.
True.
So keep that in mind.
Okay, so, and like they said on this line, the right lead to left lead, we can't draw the lines perfectly on top of each other. So I think that line could be very close, or the same line would be fine, in my opinion. I think what judges are going to look for is that you don't mistakenly just come back to center, kind of let that center line be your magnet and you just accidentally go there. They want to see control and that you can steer your horse around there. So she should pick up her lope right at the top of the arc. She might have been a step or two late, a little bit, but not horribly late. Almost to the corner. She's telling me that horse doesn't like that Markel sign on the rail. So I think she's doing the best she can to kind of demo it a little. Yeah. So, I'm sorry? Correct. Yep. So the left lead should be picked up on the top of your arc, about center of that arc. So, any other questions? We'll have her run through this one more time. What you need? Yes, the same pattern again. Good. Walk a little further this time. Good. Sitting trot, 1/3 of the line, and then pick up your left diagonal. Good. She's going to canter a loop, an oval, showing some straight lines, but clearly staying off the rail right here. The bottom of this loop comes through the center, or slightly above the center, excuse me, and then back to the same center line here. Right diagonal. Canter off. Simple lead change through the walk. Good, stop, back, and then exit at the walk or the trot. Good. Any questions on this pattern? Yes, ma'am. I think it's a little bit further down than the third line. So about the quarter line of the pattern. Yeah, I think it could be further. To me, it's not exactly even right there. But show me a good halt and a good collected stop. And arena placement's kind of open to you a little bit. You know, I think the judges are looking for your maneuvers first, arena placement second a little bit. So, yeah, go ahead.
With that other arena being more oval at the end, and you said that the judges do not want to see you using the rail, like with these patterns, you kind of almost have to start that turn a little earlier than the end so you can make it a wider instead of
Correct. So her question was the differences in arenas, basically. She's saying that the ovals and the dimensions of your pattern will change due to the difference in the arena. The other arena is a little more oval and a little probably more narrow. So yes, definitely your arcs will be smaller, and possibly you'll start them a little sooner. Your trot line won't be as long. And so you can show me some, you know, very equal and level arcs across your pattern. And the main thing you want to show in equitation is good forward motion with good connection, and show me that your horse steers through this pattern willingly. So thanks for your question. So let's move on to the last pattern that we're going to demo today. It is the level 2 finals. I'll give Harley a second to learn this level 2 finals pattern.
I want to be level 1 again.
Okay, this pattern will go back into the Adequan arena. And you should be ready at the gate, and you'll get a flag to come in. From the gate, walk into the arena. You walk a little arc, but before the next corner, you're going to pick up your right diagonal. When even with the X, which is center line, 2-point trot. As you start your arc into around the corner, go down to your sit trot. Good, down the center line, just like that. She'll pick up her right lead. The lead change, simple or flying, will be in the center of the arena, but not on the X. It's still on the center line, it's just not dead center on the X. It's above the X. As you straighten, go straight down the rail, you pick up your canter. Hand gallop just like that. Collect to your canter. Right diagonal. Good. This pattern clearly says exit as at a walk, so they definitely want you to walk to the side and wait for the next one to start, and then you can leave the arena. Questions on the level 2 pattern? For sure. Harley, do you mind doing this one more time? Yep, one more time. Approximately halfway to the corner, she'll pick up her right diagonal. Right diagonal to center. The center line, she goes to the 2-point trot. It's real important to keep the trots all the same paces. And she'll sit trot for the last arc. She picks up her right lead, canters a half circle. Good. The lead changes on the center line, but above the X, just like that. Moves up to the hand gallop. Collects her canter. Up. Perfect. Yes, ma'am. Yes, so her question was the last trot. It shows it clearly riding through the X and then just slightly above it, arcing back around and coming back down. So she might have turned. The horse broke a little bit early on her, and I think she just kind of went with what she had there. So, any other questions on this? Yes, ma'am. Sure. On the level 3 on the select. So her question was exiting. I know on the 2 patterns that we're running in the performance arena, they want you to go to the side, let the next horse get started, and then leave the arena. Since there's only one alleyway, they don't want you to cut off the person that's about to start. On the select with 2 alleyways, I think you're fine to kind of just leave. But again, you don't want to be courteous of your next exhibitor and don't step in front of them or crowd them or anything as you're leaving. So. Yes, go ahead.
At the end of the pattern there, stop and back, are they looking for us to specifically cross that hand gallop line?
So her question is on the level 2 finals pattern on the stop, the position of the last stop. I see it as clearly crossing your bottom canter line a step or two, or at least getting that far down. Don't stop before your canter line for sure. Go through that canter line, stop and back, and then make sure you exit this pattern at a walk. Thanks for your questions, guys. Perfect. Thank you all.